It is with deep sadness that we share the heartbreaking news of the passing of one of the most promising young climbers of our time, Balin Miller. At just 23 years old, Balin tragically lost his life on October 1st, 2025, after a fall from 2,400 feet on El Capitan in Yosemite National Park. His untimely death has left the climbing community, his family, friends, and fans around the world in shock. According to reports, Balin had been climbing Sea of Dreams, one of the most challenging and technical aid routes on El Capitan. Near the top, his haul bag became stuck, forcing him to descend on his rope to free it. In a devastating turn of events, he rappelled off the ends of the rope and fell. What makes this tragedy even more difficult is that the accident was witnessed in real time by hundreds of people who had been following his progress on a live stream. His mother, Janine Gerard Mormon, confirmed the heartbreaking news on Facebook, writing, "It is with a heavy heart I have to tell you my incredible son Balin Miller died during a climbing accident today. My heart is shattered in a million pieces." Those words reflect the unimaginable pain of a parent losing a child, especially one so gifted, passionate, and loved. Who was Balin Miller? Balin Miller was born in Anchorage, Alaska, where he grew up surrounded by nature's raw beauty. From an early age, he was introduced to the mountains by his father, often climbing alongside his brother Dylan. His adventurous spirit only grew stronger as he got older. He later welcomed a younger sister, Mia, who looked up to him as a source of inspiration and pride. When Balin wasn't climbing, he lived the rugged life of an adventurer. He worked as a crab fisherman in Alaska and as a snow shoveler in Montana, jobs that reflected his toughness and ability to handle extreme conditions. But it was always climbing that defined him, the pull of high peaks and impossible walls. A rising star in the climbing world. The year 2025 had already marked Balin Miller as one of the brightest rising stars in the climbing world. In just a short span, he had achieved what many climbers only dream of. Back in June, he stunned the climbing community with his historic solo ascent of the Slovak Direct route on Denali. This formidable climb stretches nearly 9,000 feet of technical ice, rock, and mixed terrain. Remarkably, Balin completed it in 3 days, even managing to rest along the way. He joked afterward that he had taken a 19-hour nap on his first bivvy. That bold achievement led respected climbers like Colin Haley to call it one of the greatest alpine-style solos ever completed in Alaska's Central Range. Earlier in the year, Balin also embarked on a daring soloing spree across Patagonia and the Canadian Rockies, taking on routes like Californiana on Cerro Chaltén, the ice climb virtual reality, WI6, and the notoriously dangerous reality bath in Canada. What made him stand out wasn't just the routes he climbed, but how he approached them. He often decorated his face with a stripe of glitter before climbs, comparing it to a warrior preparing for battle. To Balin, climbing wasn't just a sport, it was art, adventure, and a way of life. The final climb. On September 29th, Balin was photographed on El Capitan by Tom Evans, a longtime Yosemite photographer. Many had been following his progress, including a Yosemite blogger known as Eric, who live-streamed Balin's climb to thousands of fascinated viewers. To them, Balin became affectionately known as the Orange Tent Person because of the bright portaledge he used. By October 1st, he had reached the final pitches of Sea of Dreams. The live-stream audience cheered as he neared the summit. But tragedy struck when his haul bag became stuck below. As he descended to free it, he unknowingly rappelled past the end of his rope. The fall was fatal. Eyewitnesses, including the live streamer and Evans, immediately called emergency services. Rangers quickly began recovery efforts, but it was already too late. Balin's final climb had ended in tragedy. Community shock and legacy. The live stream of his ascent, which had drawn over 100,000 viewers during the week, left many witnesses deeply shaken. Some have described struggling to process what they saw. Messages have poured in from climbers and fans around the world, remembering Balin not only as an athlete, but as a person full of courage, humor, and individuality. Senior climbing editor Anthony Walsh had interviewed him just a few months earlier. When asked about his mindset, Balin simply said he thought big climbs would be a ton of fun to climb alone. That mix of boldness and lightheartedness was what made him unique. To the climbing world, Balin Miller was more than just a promising young athlete. He was a symbol of passion, dedication, and the pursuit of adventure. He climbed not for fame or recognition, but because the mountains called to him. Final thoughts. The loss of Balin Miller at just 23 years old is a reminder of both the beauty and the risks of pushing human limits. He lived more in his short years than many do in a lifetime, taking on some of the most difficult climbs on Earth and leaving behind stories that will inspire future generations. While his life ended far too soon, his legacy will endure in the climbing routes he conquered, the friends and family who loved him, and the countless fans who followed his journey. May he rest in peace, and may his courage continue to inspire others to live boldly, passionately, and fully. Thank you for watching this tribute to the life of Balin Miller. If you found this video meaningful, please give it a like, share your thoughts or memories of Balin in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more stories and tributes like this. His story reminds us all of the fragility of life and the importance of chasing our dreams while we can.